Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Renew Your Mind podcast. Yay! So, today we have a very, very, very special guest here with us today to drop some nuggets of wisdom, a mother's wisdom on living life abundantly, because she's one of the best people that I know that lives her life to the fullest, lives her life abundantly. And that person is my mother. Hey! Hello, mommy. How are you, ma?
I'm fine. How are you, Morenix?
I'm doing
Right.
great. I'm doing great. Would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, please. I'm Mrs. Tinu Ade Ajidagba. Ne Odedino.
That's right. And for those that are wondering, as you see, my mom calls me Morenike. Everybody calls me Morenike, but my legal first name is Tuluabari. And one of the reasons, amongst multiple reasons, is because I share initials with my mom, right? So TM TM. You don't need to know what her M is, but yeah, TM TM. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Ma, for agreeing to be on this podcast episode. I'm so honored and glad that you're here. And one of the reasons why I wanted to invite you on the podcast is because this month of October is your birthday month. Hey! And we're looking forward to celebrating you because you deserve it and you are well, thank God for your life. So I'm sure, as you know, because you listened to the podcast already, one of the first questions we like to ask our guests is if you could please share with us what is one thing that you are currently using to renew your mind. So it can be anything at all.
Thank you, Morenike, and thanks for inviting me to your platform. I'm so glad to be here, especially in the month of my birth. I'm so
Mm,
grateful to God. And one of those tools that I use to renew my mind is talking to God, sharing the Word of God, praying fervently, especially when I know that some people are going through challenges, and it is my responsibility with my husband. And we don't need to tell those people that are facing those challenges when we are doing our prayer. But by the time we are giving the testimony, is that God hears the prayer. And
yeah.
I'm so happy that those tools that we are using is really working well. And that sometimes when I'm doing my devotion, and there are some things that I learn during the devotions, which I share with people, and
Yeah.
it makes me happy. You too,
Yeah,
when I
I do.
when I send some to you because I want to build your faith. I
Yeah.
want to build people's faith, just like my faith in God, because I know that there is nothing impossible with God. And
Mm,
yes, it may be long. When
mm,
we look at Abraham's story, and you imagine when God promised that, don't worry, I'm going to do this for you. And oh yeah,
mm,
go out there, go and look at the star in the sky. Can you count it? And yet, you know how many years it take before that promise come to fulfillment in their life. So many of us like that. When God promised something, we think that it's too it's too long, because
mm,
the waiting period to us is very, very long. But
yeah.
I tell you one thing: when you wait unto God, you will be the
Mm.
one who laugh last, because
Come on.
God does not God
Come
does not
on.
yeah, He doesn't do anything that
Mm.
bring shame to his glory. He do everything for you, and that he only takes the glory.
Come
So
on.
that,
Hey.
that's my tool. And
That's a word.
he has never disappointed me.
Yes, and he will never disappoint you. Oh
You know
gosh.
some of the stories.
I
Maybe
do.
if I can bring it to your memory, when you are trying to get admission into the university, and I
Oh
say,
my
don't
gosh.
compare yourself with anybody. And
Yes.
When I told you, no,
Hmm.
not 2 weeks after our discussion,
Yeah.
and you ran from your bedroom to my bedroom. The rest is history.
The rest is wow. And you know what?
Put
It's
your
so in
trust in God. Put your
hmm.
trust in God. It may
Yeah.
take long. Don't compare
Hmm.
yourself with anybody. What
Hmm.
will be at the right time. God knows best.
Yes.
So put it
Hmm.
in your left hand.
I love that.
That
Oh wow.
my time
Oh.
will come. When it was time for Hannah, God showed up.
Hmm.
Even Sarah, when they told her that by this time next year you have a child, she
Hmm.
laughed. And God said,
Hmm.
you laugh? He said, Amike, I did not laugh. He said, you laugh. He said, I did not laugh. Hey,
She didn't laugh outside. She laughed inside.
uh, uh-oh. Well,
Oh,
anyway,
yeah. No,
let
thank you
me
so
be
much, Matt. We still like I know if I give my mom the time, she's definitely like as you
you
can
know I'm
see,
a storyteller.
she is such a wealth of wisdom, such in like I didn't even think I just said just tell me what resource you are using. Mommy, you did the whole sermon. I love it. God bless you.
Amen.
And I think, a funny story as well. I think, also wanting to you to know the impact that you're having on me, I think I was talking to you just, going through a very tough season and with all of that a few years ago, and seeing the testimonies this year and everything. I think throughout that process, you were the one reminding me of some of these things. I'm like, well, as human beings, we're so quick to forget God's goodness, right? That's why it's important to remind yourself of these things, renew your mind through thinking back to what God has brought you through, right? Don't and comparison is a thief of joy. Sometimes when things are happening around you, you start to feel like, God, have you forgotten me? Have I been neglected? What's happening? But in renewing our mind, we keep Christ the focus of our lives, right? So thank you so much for sharing that, Ma. God bless you. God bless you.
God
Okay,
bless
so before we're already getting into the nitty gritty, this is what I love. This is what I love. But one of the things I wanted to bring up, which I don't know if you remember, but this book, so this is Girls Growing Up, and I believe it's a series. It's called the Joy of Living series. I don't know who the author is. I'm gonna try and read the book for those who are listening by audio. Aha, the author is Cecilia Namulundo Nganda. Okay, that I might have butchered that name, but I will put it in the description box. This book you got for me when I was a teenager. I think I was 12 or 13 or something like
you. I think
many,
it's
many
after
years
your
ago.
10th birthday. I think I
It's
remember.
also about it. Hey, yeah. So, for me, I'm like, this is an investment that you made in my life that I still have after how many plus years later? Like, yeah, almost 18, no, more than 18, 19,
20
almost
years.
20 years. 20
20 years.
years later, right? And thank God for helping me to keep it well. But it's such a good book. And I think it also kind of ushered in that maturing, helped to not maturing, but like help to aid our conversations. Because a lot of times with African parents, there's certain things they don't really want to speak to you about, or they don't they're not comfortable talking to you about that. But I could see that you had this desire to ensure that I was informed. And I guess maybe it's because you had, boys already ahead and you really desired a girl, so God gave you that girl. So you stewarded it really well. So thank you for this. Um, and so that's one resource that I've gotten from you. So I appreciate you investing this in my life. So for those of you that might be looking for books to use to encourage your children, if you have young girls and you want to maybe a way to guide their growth, this is a wonderful resource, a wonderful book to use. It's so funny how many years I've still had this. Like I carried it with me through all my migrations. Okay, so mommy, to me, I know you as my mother, right? I call you mommy, but you're many things to many people. And one of the things I want you to speak about here is kind of talking us through your childhood, right? So as a young girl growing up, what has influenced you to become the woman that you are today?
Hmm, that's a very good question. Thank God. I just thank God for the family that God has put me in. And
Mm,
I thank God for my maternal grandparents, my mom's siblings, and cousins from my mother's side and my father's side too. They have really nurtured me to become a good woman because both families, my father's family, my mother's family, they are disciplinarian and they are well educated. And I remember my dad telling me that in those days that "Hmm, know what you are doing. You
Mm.
know you are from a famous family. Don't go out there and disgrace the family." And my mother's family, disciplinarian. Oh God. Mm. No, throughout our elementary school, secondary school, and you can imagine in those days when we do common entrance, you have to
Mm.
choose the school that you want.
Yeah.
That time, myself and my cousins that were to go to secondary school, we told ourselves, don't even stay near this Lagos. Don't go to Ijebu. Let's go to Akure. In fact, Ibadan. Don't stay in Ibadan. It will be easy for
They
them
will
to.
somehow come and get you.
They
You will
wanted to
find
go to Fiwasaye Girls Grammar School, Saint Louis or those. So when we
far,
finish
far places.
far place, you don't even want to see. You can imagine that. Let's even fly. Let's go out so that they won't see us. And then
Mm.
after we finish our forms, and they now look through. And then my uncle told all of us, so in this Lagos, you can't get any secondary school. You can't get any secondary school in Ijebu. He threw the paper at us. I said, go and reapply.
He could peep the game. He said, "Nope, mm-mm,
Oh,
mm-mm."
because we want to run away from home.
I mean,
Anyway,
now freedom.
thank God, because I ended up going to Adiola Odutola College. My
Mm.
cousin ended up going to Christ Apostolic Grammar School, but although she's late now, we all, during Christmas time, we all come together as family. We enjoy ourselves. Oh God, no. And that is why it amuses me when in Nigeria of today, they are saying Christian, they are saying Muslim. Growing up with
Mm.
both Muslim and Christian family, we are together. There is no difference. During Christmas, we celebrate Christmas together, and during Muslim, even when we are not fasting, we will go and be sharing their food when they are breaking their fast.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
So close knitted family.
Mm.
So good discipline to the extent that you have to focus on your education. And so
Yeah.
when we are going to the school, secondary school in the boarding house, they've warned, don't let any man touch you. If any man touch you, you are pregnant. So those boys then they don't understand when they're talking to me and they're moving closer to me, I'll be moving back. They don't know. They don't understand. They, me, you want me to get pregnant?"
Don't get me in trouble, oh.
But no, we enjoy in fact, today, myself and my sister-in-law, when we think about the way we are enjoying our secondary school days, then when we are on
Mm-hmm.
holidays, we go to our friend's house, we share,
Yeah.
we'll be talking, and then even all those reggae music, we will be, we'll be playing.
Yeah.
Come and say, when we go back to school, we think that we are there when they were recording those songs.
Those soundtracks.
Oh, yes. So,
Yeah.
Christmas time, we celebrate together. During Muslim festival, we celebrate together. And we have families. For instance, in my father's family, they belong to the Baloguns who ride horses during the Ileya festival in Ijebu. So,
Mm.
the Odedino family, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Wow. And you know what? I think it's interesting, like our childhood also affects the families that we birth forth, right? So I see that in how you've always been a social person, you and daddy, the family that you have created, and family ties are very important to you, making sure that, being connected to family, and that, your children are connected, and not just your children, you do it for beyond that. And it's something that I'm now learning is because it happened in your childhood, right? And sometimes too, they say that, even if you don't have the experience growing up, you have the decision. You can make that decision that, okay, for me, henceforth, this is wow, this is going to be, this is the precedence that I'm going to set going forward. So, yeah, no, I like, I appreciate you sharing that with us. All right, so we're going to segue now. And I
And
want you to,
sorry, before you go on, I remember a story then at Yaba College of Tech. My
yeah,
cousin, Mrs. Shola Ishola, so I used to visit her there when I was
yeah,
doing my GCE. And so they
mm,
were doing this Miss Leg in College of Tech. So some of our friends look at me and say, "Oh, you have a very good leg. Why can't you come enter for Miss Leg?" I say, "Enter
what?
Miss Leg." Hey,
Like,
so,
like they're judging your legs?
yeah, we'll be walking as if built
Oh,
this
like a catwalk.
the Miss Leg. So they will choose the beautiful leg.
I'm
Those who
so
have
done.
nice leg. I say, ah.
But you
So
do,
if
mom.
I
You do have nice legs.
go and then they send me out from the house, which house am I going to come? Hey, in our house. In fact, in those days, you will paint finger, paint or lipstick. Hey, that's why I'm telling you the discipline is so much that whatever we do it
Mm.
well because we are in boarding school. So you can do whatever you like in the boarding school. But when you come back
Oh,
home,
you reset
you
immediate
have to,
default setting.
exactly, you have to reset. Good girl. Good girl. Mhm.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
Mm.
Wow. Okay, okay. This is interesting information to have. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna talk about you as a young sissy coming into
Mm.
your own as a young adult. So what are some of the key lessons that you learned that has been useful for you now?
Mm. As a young girl, then I have a goal for myself. When
Mm,
somebody is dreaming, like this is
yeah.
what I want to be, like
Yeah.
even then, I want to be Mrs. A, even though I don't know Mrs. the A that is going to be.
Oh
Ah, when
really?
we grow up, I want to have how many children? Maybe four children, two girls, two
Wow.
boys, and then
Oh wow.
we have a bungalow to ourselves. We'll have
Wow.
those are the dreams in my
The
head.
power of vision.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, oh yes. And then I love studying and I love
Hmm.
reading. And then
Learning.
I
Yeah.
remember my dad was saying that you you want to be a physiotherapy. Mm. Even at that time, I don't even know the meaning of physiotherapy. But then
Hmm.
I don't want to be a doctor or a lawyer because I believe that everybody is in that line. Although, but
Hmm.
I have a plan for myself, and
Yeah.
I choose my friends. I choose my friends.
Yeah.
Serious one. Those are beautiful. Like
Hmm.
just they're letting you know those
Oh,
that
okay.
I am closer to, and then we work
Yeah.
together to ensure that we study
You
and
reach your goals. Hmm.
to reach our goals. Even
Yeah.
though, even in our school, secondary school, our principal,
Yeah.
Chief Okisola, hey, very strict principal. If
Hmm.
any
Mm-hmm.
nonsense, oh, we will have sent a message to your parents that during the holiday they will stay back in the school. They will
Hmm.
punish them. Oh yes, they will punish them. We are on holiday during their
Hmm.
punishment. Oh yes, so that next time you behave properly.
Wow.
Let me tell you one funny story. Me and my friend, as we are coming in a taxi, we stopped by at the lower secondary school, which is
Yeah.
Owojo Hall, from 1 to 2 hall. It's
Yeah.
not too far to our hostel. We will just
Yeah.
go from that place. As we are
Yeah.
getting off, we saw this woman. But we cannot. get back into the taxi. So
It's too late.
we got off. This woman, so it was only Shubomi at this time. He was calling Shubomi, said, "Go, if any of you answer her." We could not answer. We rushed. We went back to the hostel. Do you know this woman came to the hostel, and my auntie, Mrs. Otubushin, was our matron in the hostel. She came.
Yeah.
He said, I saw some girls now. There are
Oh
about four
my
or five of
gosh.
them. There are about 4 or 5 of them. But I know that Shubomi Adesanya is the one. I was calling her. Maybe we will have stopped and answer her. Maybe we will not
Should
be in trouble.
yes.
They said they should
Wow.
go and call Shubomi. This one, I started begging Shubomi. I said, I beg, please don't mention my name. The mate Mrs. Kotubushin will kill me because it's my dad's sister. Oh, I beg Shubomi.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Shubomi got there. He mentioned all of our names.
She cried like a bird.
And you know the worst part of it? They gave all of us punishment. They didn't punish that Shubomi.
Are you
They didn't
wow.
tell me to get punishment. I
This
can
is why it's
remember.
not good to follow people.
Ah,
Better do stick to
your
your own
on
value
your own.
system.
Yes. I need to
Ah,
gba punishment. Àwa tó kù lájẹyà. Tèmi
wow.
yes, especially tí mo tiẹ̀ tún mọ matron ni pé ìwọ you.
So it's
Hey!
the rest of you
Senior
guys that
daddy,
got
eh,
punished, especially
senior
you
daddy
because
náà
you knew the matron. I
double,
just
double.
translated for
Ah,
those who don't understand Yoruba.
yeah,
Yes.
double. That you,
Wow.
senior daddy náà. You. Hey, you want to join bad gang in this thing.
You want to join bad gang?
Since that day, when Shubomi is passing here, I will pass here.
But
Hmm.
Marco Bami, don't get me in trouble again. I
He put
beg.
me in trouble again now. One of our senior
Oh,
who likes me very much, this lady. Oh, senior
oh.
Ronke. I don't know that she was the one that they were abusing, elephantiasis. Me that
Hey,
doesn't, I don't know who they were talking about. Me, I just put my, who are you calling elephantiasis? That's how I got into that lady's bad
bad
book.
books.
Since
Oh,
that day, she too hated me. That
oh wow.
later,
But
later,
that's
I now
unfair now.
I now got to find out what is the matter. They said, so you don't know she's the one because she has a fat leg. I say,
What? How would you have known that?
see
It
me,
is
oh.
well.
It is
It
well.
is.
So one should be very, very careful in this life. Some things that you don't even know, that you don't even
Hmm.
understand. People will
Yeah.
just, if you just put mouth, you will put yourself in trouble. So,
Ah, ma, that's a life lesson that I'm currently, I'm learning it too. Because you'll be, and the thing is, sometimes you're so oblivious to these things. You're just here minding your business, living obliviously, because
and then
you're
the
in
thing will
your
just cross
bubble.
to your side, and then you put
It's like,
mouth. Oh, like,
What did we
ah,
throw? What did you
we
receive?
will
You
be in
know?
trouble. So one needs to
Uh,
be careful. Till we came
yeah.
out of the school, that
Yeah.
woman, that lady did not even talk to me. Maybe she thinks
Wow.
that I knew about it and I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, now things. God knows your heart. He sees all of.
Oh,
God
yes.
will be helping us. That's just it. That's all we can say. All
Yes.
right. Well, thank you so much. This is such a robust conversation. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that we're having this. Okay, so now on to the next matters. We're going to talk about some love. So, in choosing a life partner, how and why did you grieve for my daddy? Why did you grieve for him? Hmm? How? And how were you able to decide and determine that this is the right person for you?
Ah, like I told you, I said, whatever I am doing, I put God first. And
Hmm.
because of
Yeah.
the background I'm coming from, and
Yeah.
then I've seen a lot of couple going through challenges or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I have promised myself that I'm not going to fall into the hand of any man that will cajole me and
Hmm.
sweet talk me, because men, they have very sweet mouth. And
Hmm.
so I was ready to do the fight.
You stand
That,
guard. Come
ah, ah,
on.
hmm.
Be on
and
guard.
so and so people think that how do I say woman shakogo?
Like
Hmm.
she's
That
prideful. She's proud.
that I am
She's
proud to
showing
men.
off or something. Yeah.
That I'm proud to men. Why wouldn't I be proud to men? Because my dad told me all along that, you see, you are just a lady. God just created you as a girl. You are a man. And then,
Hmm.
after six. It's not
Mm.
only seven. No. What is
Mm.
behind six is more than seven. So
Hmm.
tighten your belt. You have a lot of
Wow.
you have a lot of responsibility. And let
Hmm.
me tell you, a man does not marry liability. So
Hmm.
when you have your job, that men will respect you.
Yeah.
And all
Yeah.
those words, I am putting them in my left hand so I don't forget. And
Hmm.
so I was focused.
Yeah.
And so when we came out of the secondary school, like our grandpa, who is now, by next month, November, he will be 101. So
Yes.
they were giving,
Yes. Glory be
in
to God.
those years, there were, when you leave secondary school, you can get job, part-time job. When you
Yeah.
leave polytechnic or university, you can, because Nigeria is so good then. So
Hmm. Hmm.
some of us, they fix, like my brothers, they fix them into the P&T uh, uh, engineering. I was able to get into telephone exchange. Before I got to the telephone exchange, I was working at the Federal Ministry of Establishment, which is
Hmm.
the independent building in Tafabalewa in Lagos.
Okay.
So I have to move down to Ijebu to the exchange. And so
Hmm.
both girls and boys are working in the exchange. We have people working in the post office. And so
Hmm.
we know each other, we joke.
Yeah.
And one of my supervisor telling the boys in the office, uh-uh, so none of you in this office can even talk to this, are you afraid of her? And I will look, and I will look at him. I will be so upset. I say, if they cannot talk to me, you can come and help them to talk to me. You, you who is my mom's, uh,
You should be
anyway.
my uncle here protecting me. You want
You are now asking boys to come and be talking to me. I,
oh
so there was a day I was going for afternoon shift. I was late and I
God.
couldn't walk because if I walk, I will my lateness will be more. So I wanted to
Yeah.
take a taxi and I was
Mm.
waiting. This is the time that the road was dry, no taxi, nothing. This man,
Oh.
KGA, I mean like Kwara KWA,
Mm.
he drove past. He was looking at me. Then I was like, he said, and then you can be saying that, what is this one looking at? You never see a girl before. I was saying it to myself.
Yes,
So that he was
internally.
looking at me. He went back, he turned. As soon as he just stopped in front of me, I didn't even say anything because my own is, I want to get to my job place.
Workplace.
I just jump into the car because I know that anything I want to say to him, it is a lie. So when he asked about my name, I didn't even know the name I gave. I gave him one name. He
Ha.
he asked me where I live. I gave him wrong address. That's my father's family address. I
Oh,
don't even know the number. I just gave the and the number. And
oh my
then
God.
when we got to our office, because I was late, I didn't have the time to go and start parabolating to allow him to drive off.
Yeah.
Because I've given him wrong name. I believe that there is no way he can get me. I
Yeah.
just walked straight into the office.
Your
Meanwhile,
office.
smart, you look at the place that I enter, and then you see some men, they have time.
When they are focused, they say they have
They
time.
have time. Now, he now went to the address I gave. He got there, they said there is nobody like that in the house. I didn't even know that it is going to be a right address. Now,
Oh my
he now
God.
came back to the office.
Wow.
But
Hey, wow, this is
it
serious.
was
So,
this same my oga who told the
of
boys then that
course.
none of you can speak to this, So
Can you
he saw him
imagine?
and said that I'm looking for so. Uh-uh. The man said there is nobody like that here. He said, I
Yeah.
dropped her this afternoon and he entered this place this afternoon. He described
The
me.
same day.
He described me. Then Mr. now came in and said, there somebody is looking for you outside. So when I came out and I saw the man, I just eased, turned back and went inside. And so, is that the name? Is that the name they gave to you that they are looking for? Mr. Abayo, you lie. Why did you not tell him the name? I said, what is your business there? So,
Oh my gosh.
at
Wow.
the end of the day, this is how me and that man. Anyway, we became friends after all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so choose your dad. I was a day. I think it was during my break, and I went to the post office
Hmm.
uh, to see his friend. He's late now, late Fola Oshekanlu.
Hmm.
So we chatted, and he was there. He was just coming from Lagos that day.
Hmm.
It was
Yeah.
during the first stack 77, because they were using their, he was at a college of tech, so they were using their school to put
Hmm.
some of the participants in there.
Yeah.
So I didn't know him, he didn't know me. So I just chatted with his friend and came back to my
Yeah.
office.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
after I left, he now asked
Hmm.
his friend, who is that lady? The friend said, that one. Ke."
No, no go area.
Akọ ẹ má pọ̀ gan. He said, you don't worry, you give that to me.
Is that hey
Let's talk to her
action
first.
man?
And so one day they now came. Normally, in our place, visitors are not allowed to come into the
Hmm.
exchange. But
Yeah.
because his friend is part of the staff of the group,
Yeah. Yeah.
so he came, and they had the opportunity of coming with him to the
Yeah.
exchange. And we just, of course, we greeted, but when you don't even, you are not used to somebody, I just greeted him and I was talking to his friend.
The person you know. Yeah.
Yeah, the person I know. So there was this their friend who wanted to, maybe the friend who wanted to get married, and
Hmm.
they invited me and my other friend that
Hmm.
were working at exchange. So we now went to the party, and incidentally, one of the ladies there, I know that lady at our in our secondary school, but she was a day student.
Oh, okay.
So
Hmm.
while we were in the party now, I just brought out my bag. I said, let me touch up my face.
Hmm.
And as I brought my cosmetic bag, my powder, I was trying to do my, and he said, let me help you to powder. I said, you can imagine. I said, help you to powder what? When did that start?
You're like, I
So,
don't know you like that. I don't know
uh,
you like it.
yeah. So I just started doing my thing. And after all, the, during our wedding,
Yeah.
the, uh, what do they call it now? Those who tell
Oh,
the
the
story,
toast.
the story of how you
How we
started,
met.
how you met. He said,
Okay.
it's fortunately, it's Mr. Orenoga, is the
Oh, okay.
who did that
I
toast.
recognize that name. Yeah.
So he said we will call it the powder episode. So
And
we called our meeting the powder episode. Mm.
the powder episode.
Yes.
Wow. No, that's that's an
Orenoga. So
yeah, go ahead, ma.
from that, so we started talking and talking. That's, sometimes when friendship starts, you don't even know whether
Hmm.
it's going to be or not to be.
Where
But
it's leading to. Yeah.
anyway, we thank God, because
Thank God.
I really wanted to be an English name. Mhm.
I
Because
and you know what, mommy? Let's pause there because I feel like maybe I don't know if you've told me that before. Because there was a point in time in my life to that means I used to like English last names, and I'm just like,
mhm,
these
mm.
are the things you influence your children if you do not know it, and now I'm realizing that it's from you. It came from you.
Because most of my aunties, if this one is not Mrs. Willoughby, we have Mrs. Williams, we have Mrs. Antonio, we have Mrs. Moore. And me, I want to be Mrs. Martins, but
Mrs. Martin,
Mrs. Martins. But your dad is so fast and brilliant.
sharp, sharp.
And
You
brilliant.
name
So this one that I catch, and nobody will take this one from me. Even with all the younger, all the everything that I was doing, you just be
He
looking
said
at me.
no.
You
Yeah.
think you are
Yeah.
going anywhere? Me, I have you already.
He made you an Ajidagba. He said
Man,
signed, sealed, and
and then
delivered.
and you can now see, you say, is it me that chase you? I mean, it's you that chase me. We chase each other now.
It's a
If I'm the
mutual
one,
chasing.
if I'm
He
the one
chased and you
chasing you, why do
accepted.
you follow me to the exchange? Why did you ask your friend to bring you? Eh? And there was a day they visited me at home. I was sleeping, jeje, and they now touch me like this. I said, "Number, please."
Oh, oh, you thought you were at work.
Yes,
You
I
thought
thought
you
that I was at
were
home.
in
Me,
the
I was
office.
sleeping.
Oh my
Oh
god. But
God,
you know, and I feel like it talks to that basically for most of people that I've heard and asked them about their life their love stories, it talks to that when somebody knows, especially when a man knows, there's no room for doubts. You know, no matter how much yanga and posing you want to
no,
do. If he says you are the one and God has ordained it, then
there is
that's how
nothing.
it's gonna be. So
Yeah.
ladies out there, don't stress out, don't what is meant for you will come and find you.
No
That's
matter
it.
what, no matter
That's
what,
it.
whatever younger, you will still come back. Yes, so.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so ma'am, now we are going to talk about, building your life and your family with your husband, right? So today's topic is about a mother's wisdom on living a full life, a full, abundant, life. So part of that as well is raising your family. So for you, what has been some of the guiding lights that has helped to um, direct you in building your family and shaping your family? And if you've not listened to part one of my interview with Daddy Aji, so that's my dad, you should go listen to that, where he speaks about one of the things that he spoke about, and which I can testify to as well, is your prayer life. You're a prayerful woman, you're a virtuous woman. I admire that a lot about you, and I'm inspired by that. So, can you talk us through some of the things that has been your guiding light in raising your family and building your family?
Um, because God has been faithful to me. Because even when I was choosing my life partner, I
Mm,
committed everything into God's hand, and
yeah.
I thank God that I've been an obedient child, and whatever God says, I follow, and that has really helped me. And so, because I have made God my the cornerstone of my life and my family, He is
Yeah.
the chairman. So, even in those years, men will always be men, you know, when
Mm,
going out with their friends, and even sometimes when you are asking, "Where are you going?" Say, I told you I'm going out. And even when you are saying, "Why can't you let us play Ludo together?" Say, Ludo, me and you, Ludo. Be playing Ludo with your children.
imagine.
Before I finish talking, he has taken his car key, has left. But me, I will continue to pray. And
Mm,
apart from that, I have friends
yeah.
that, sometimes when you have friends that you are thinking alike,
Yeah.
uh,
Aligned. Mm,
and when you see somebody that has who love prayer, uh,
yeah.
myself, Bolaji,
Mm,
Olumade, when we were in Abeokuta, we really, really pray together for good husband, for good home, and we thank God today. We are still all alive, and we thank God for what God is
glory be
doing
to God.
in our lives, because we
Yeah.
have made, even yes, people have gone through challenges, a lot
Yeah.
of challenges, but we thank God that we were able to overcome, because
Mm,
uh, like they say that there is no leaf that will fall to the ground that God will not know about it. So we thank God that today we are an overcomer, and
yes.
we can even, encourage other people, because we've
Yeah.
passed through that road. So we can advise other people that are coming behind us that no, this is the way. Just follow God's instruction. God has really helped me, and because of that, and because of the uh, family background I'm coming from, the Christian discipline that they've given unto us, so I inculcate that even into my children's. To the extent that some people will even call me, my money.
That's right.
I will now look at myself. I say, am I so difficult? Eh, if
No, no, mommy, oh, mommy, let me just stop you there. It's not a difficult thing. It's like we're hailing you. When my money, as in, now mother you be. Come on, take your flowers.
honestly, I hate when people does not know what to do, or
Hmm.
no, if I don't know. Uh,
And you know what? Sorry to stop you, ma, to interject because I feel like you have a heart of compassion. You're a very compassionate person, right? And that I feel like it's something that you've learned from your mom, my grandma, right? I see. I was very young, obviously, when we were in Nigeria and everything, but I there's no way the imprint of her person is still in my mind, and I see that in you as well. My mom, as you would say, oh ma shoju, you're a very compassionate person. You carry people's burdens like it's your own. The kind of heart that God has given you, it is like you wear your heart on your sleeve, right? And sometimes when I was growing up, I used to be like, why is this constant? Why is it always you have to be helping this person and doing? I'm like, it's okay, But now I feel like you have infected me with that thing too, because sometimes I'm like, why do I even care? Why am I carrying this thing on top of my head? Not to the level that you do, but that is your nature. That is how God has created you, and I feel like you're an intercessor, right? And you are reaping the fruits of that. You might not see it, you might not know it, you're reaping the fruits of that, right? And even in all of your children, there's bits of that here and there. And this is just, the reason why I'm emphasizing this as well is just to understand in terms of reevaluating and looking at, they're always talking about, oh, family patterns. Yes, they're good family patterns, they're bad family patterns. Sometimes we need to highlight the good family patterns and see that, the reason I'm like this is because of the training or the what has been imbibed inside me, right? So yeah, I don't want you to ever downplay that about yourself. Like you're a compassionate person. Yeah.
hmm, in me,
Mm.
if I want it that whatever you want to do, just do it right. And
Hmm.
so that is why I am extending it to my. And I remember when you are growing up, in fact, you are still not part of the boys then. I don't even know whether to look Papa has come. When
Hmm.
my husband, those times we have a house help that will help us in whatever we are doing. And then
Yeah.
my dad will be saying, why am I asking the boys to go to the kitchen? And I say, why am I asking the boys to go to the kitchen? Because the woman that they are going to marry, that one
Hmm.
just fall down from heaven. Come on, can you go to the kitchen and do this for me? And then some of those house help too. hmm, when I'm not
Hmm.
around, my mom, when she's around, and she'll be telling
Yeah.
them, hey, the plate in the zinc, you go and wash it before your mommy come back. Oh, they will not
Yeah.
listen, but they will be playing, doing everything. And as soon as we were coming, and the the driver she pim, they now be run. My mom will say, don't run. Be playing, be playing, be playing. It's the mouth of Eba that was talking to you since. The mouth of salad and jollof rice is
It's
here.
coming.
Uh-uh. No, 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 don't go and wash the plates in the sink. Oh, leave it. Let her come
Oh
and.
my gosh.
Then when I come, everybody will be,
Comfort.
what are you talking? And then me, sef, as soon as I come up, hmm,
Yes. Mm.
I don't even drop my bag, or maybe I just drop my bag on the dining table in the living room,
Hmm.
get into the kitchen. My mom will even be telling me, come go and change your dress now. I say,
Hmm.
Mommy, don't worry, I will change my dress, but let me just preamble, put water on
That's
the
right.
water, put stew, whatever
Hmm.
I want to do. Let it at least preamble. That one will be
That's right.
cooking.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
by the time I've started all those ones, then I can go into the room, change my clothes. And then sometimes I do catch my mom when he be doing sign to them. Then, even you and your cousin, that Toby, the way you
Ah,
are treating my mom,
what did we do?
I will be saying, you'll be hiding, and then you'll be hiding when my mom is coming. You want to.
That's the joy of a grandparent. We added color to her life. We brought some, exuberance, youthful exuberance.
We're
But
good.
mommy, actually, you make a very good point.
Mm.
And that is, I know that one of my brothers would definitely want me to bring this question up, in terms of just the different facets of ourselves, like the mom that I'm experiencing now, my brothers, my siblings might not necessarily have experienced the same person. They meet you at different iterations. And, from what I've heard, you're a firebrand woman back in the day. No nonsense. You
Even
should give it to
even
you hot.
even at my place of work, I don't even know who met him. He'd be saying, Margaret Thatcher. Then I'd be wondering, what did I do that I become Margaret Thatcher?
We thank God. In all things, we thank
Because
God.
I want things to be done properly. Then apart from that, I don't know. Thank God for the family I came from. And then God pushed me into advertising, inside communications. And
Marketing, yeah.
my bosses there, Mr. Shobanjo, Mr. Woshika, Mr. Ibe, and then late Yemi Amogbe. Mr. Amogbe is in the finance, so the office is
Hmm.
downstairs. But those three people, we
Yeah.
are on top in the top office because Mr. Shobanjo is the CEO, the managing
Mm-hmm.
director. Mr. Ibe is the creative director. Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Woshika is the client service director. I work with client service director and creative director. So
Hmm.
the discipline in you work with Shobanjo.
And you want to do anyhow?
Mr.
Impossible.
Woshika, you do something and there is a mistake, you want to T-pex it. Start all over again and he said there must be no mistake, no error. Ah,
Wow. Yeah. That's some
mm.
deep
you,
training
you
ground.
either you either chip in or you chip out ni. And then 4:30,
Chip in or chip out.
Benny, 4:30, you now want to carry bag, go home. Hey, in fact, there was a day when we carry our bag, we say we want to be going home. They look at themselves, they say, you want to be going home. Your bosses are here. You say you want to be going home. Going home to where? Hey,
It's the end of the work day now.
ah. In fact, sometimes 5 o'clock, the job just started. So in
Ha!
inside, maybe we slept over in the office. There was a time that was when we were doing SDP and NRC. We were the one. Insight was handling NRC, and
Okay.
Rosabel Advertising was handling SDP. Come and see
Wow.
those advertising whatever. In fact, SDP is the horse, while the NRC is the àwọn ẹlẹ́yẹ, and
Oh,
then
the eagle or the bird. Yeah,
the
the
bird sign,
bird.
while the
Okay.
SDP is the horse sign.
Okay.
Like
So these are organizations
it's
in.
a political party then. It-
Oh, political
like
party. Okay.
APC is a broom, and
Okay.
PDP is umbrella. So
Okay.
SDP then is a horse,
Oh,
while
wow.
the other one
NRC.
is a,
Yeah. The
bird.
bird.
So
But these parties, they no longer exist. I don't think I've ever heard of them.
no, they no longer
Oh,
exist. In
they're
fact,
different now.
Chief
Okay.
Ikimi is still alive, but I don't know whether Ikimi is part of a PDP or whatever.
If
So
they've
there
joined
was
with the
this
bird.
day that we need to present an ad to Chief
Mm,
Ikimi, who is the chairman. He's in Abuja, and
mm,
he's traveling the following day. In fact, some of our copywriter, in Nakima, we have to call them
mm,
special assignment.
yeah.
Hey, come and see. We can't go home.
Mm,
Mr. Awoshika is going to go and present those documents, those
mm,
ad to the man in following morning. First flight in the
yeah.
morning. And first
Yeah.
flight is 7 a.m. in the morning, Lagos to Abuja. We asked
Yeah.
this man to go home and sleep. He said, go home. Kilonjebe. We were there. Oh.
Wow. That is intense. And
He said, which, what do you mean? Sleeping in the office. In
I've
fact,
never heard that one before.
I rushed to Mr. Ibe's office.
Yeah.
That my husband, he said no problem. I said, in fact, I was talking to him, the phone just
Yeah.
cut off.
Yay.
Before we know it, my husband was in the office. Thank God, you saw
Wow.
the light of the building, all the lights on,
Yeah.
cars on the ground floor. So Mr. Ibe said, let me take you upstairs. So he said, "Ah, no, 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 no." He said, no, come and see everybody. Then he said, you can take your wife. So say, ah, no, 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 stay, be working.
Hey, that one no cause problem.
And me,
Oh
and me,
god.
I even thought that they will give us a chance to sleep in the morning. No,
Wow.
some people, they
You
just,
walked through the night.
I'm telling you,
That's
and
crazy. That
Mr.
is
Washika had to take first flight, took all
wow.
the creative materials, boom, to
Yeah.
the airport. But thank God that
Yeah.
they approve all the ads.
Yeah.
That time, money is coming in, adverts every day. Come
Mm.
and
Hmm.
see, Rosabel doing insight coming in, laying tasks. Ah, hey,
And I see that in different realms you've had a very full career, to be quite honest. You've had a full life in terms of your family and your building your home, but also in terms of your career, right? You've worked in different fields. You've never really been restricted to one, which I find that quite interesting. I love that. All right, so now we're going to talk about the fullness of life in your walk with God, right? So in your faith, in your faith walk. What would you say has been the biggest lesson in your work with God? And I want you to kind of wrap it up with also one thing you would say to your younger self, right? So, what would be your biggest lesson in your work with God thus far? So, looking back over the years as well, getting ready to celebrate your another year of life for you. That's one thing you has been your lesson, and then kind of going forward, if you were to look back to your younger self, what would you tell your younger self?
working with God. Hmm. One thing I know that God is faithful.
Hmm.
And when God says He's going to do something,
Yes.
He's not man. He will never renege.
Hmm.
Even when we are not faithful to Him,
Yeah.
He will
Yeah.
still do what He says He will do. And
Absolutely.
so I hold on to that. I hold on to that because I tell you, all along growing up, I have entrusted everything that I have into the hands of God, and He never disappointed me for once.
Hmm.
Oh, yes. And I remember after having the boys, and I was asking God for a baby girl, and so it doesn't. So at the end of the day, after the death of my mother in law, I
Hmm.
was praying, praying, praying for the burial ceremony, even before the date. As
Yeah.
usual, my husband, when he goes to work, from after work, he will go, himself and his friends, they will be enjoying themselves. So
Hmm.
at this time, he came in, I was praying. I think it was after 1 or 2 or thereabout. You are not sleeping. Mm. I said, yes, I'm not sleeping. I'm talking to my God.
Hmm.
So after that,
Hmm.
and that was it. I didn't even know anything until
Hey.
after some months. I did not.
Hey.
And I told him that, Baba, I can't.
Something don't happen, no.
He said, don't even say that. Oh. If you are not ashamed. At 40, I say, at 40, what is going to happen? Did I borrow any? Did I borrow anybody's womb or body?
But
Mm.
mommy, that's a testimony. Oh.
Let them
That's a
say, I don't care.
testimony. Hmm.
I don't care. But
Hmm.
during those ceremony, even when I was
Yeah.
feeling weak, I didn't took control.
God to
And
control.
here we are. That's
Here
the
we are.
no, not even that one. It was that baby that I had then had problem.
Hmm.
I lost the baby.
Yeah. Oh
Was
yes, yes. In 1989, right? The
yes,
baby girl.
yeah,
Yeah.
stillbirth. Even when the
Yeah.
doctors have gone to get prepared and to come and operate me, before the doctor came back, I've had the baby. But unfortunately, the placenta refused to come. So they had to take me to Highland Maternity. But at the end of the day, I they helped me to bring the placenta out. But it was a tug of war, real tug of
Yeah.
war. You know,
Yeah.
if I tell you it was a real tug of war, God
Yeah.
saved my life. So
Wow.
now
Thank God.
the
Thank you,
consultants
Jesus.
there and the medical director of the clinic said, "Why do you have to take this one? This one will soon die." The consultant said, "Don't worry. Even if they bring her to Lutz, I will be the
Wow.
one to look after her. But here, I will have time. And if the family have the money, because
Mm-hmm.
the medication is so expensive,
Yeah.
and so there was because when people are visiting me, they said they are disturbing. I think they said it was pulmonary embolism that I have that time. So they said
Yeah.
they shouldn't allow visitor to see me. So they get a
Hmm.
book at the
Yeah.
the nurse's desk so that whoever that comes, they will give that person the note. They will write something. At the end of the day, they will
Hmm.
bring it to me so that I know those who has visited me. I said, let's
Yeah.
go here for 2 weeks or I mean for 1 month.
Hmm.
But by the time it was 2 weeks, the day I was walking from my ward, my bed to the
Yeah.
nurse's area, it
Yeah.
was like a miracle. The nurses said, maybe they believe that I will soon go.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
It
Wow.
was a miracle. Oh yes.
Hmm.
So as at that time, they told me that no more, don't even go
More
near
pregnancy.
to have a
Yeah.
child. But
Hmm.
then 10 years after, yes, they say, ask, you shall be given. Yes.
Hmm.
Hold on to God. Oh, I'm talking about my own experience with God. And
Yeah.
just like I said, God has been faithful.
Yeah.
When men said it is finished, that is when God will start.
Yeah.
There is the product of my testimony. So I give
Hmm.
God all the
Glory
glory.
be to God.
Yes, I thank God to the extent that when I gave birth to you at the Redeemed Christian Church Hospital in Surulere,
Hmm.
the consultant there was even surprised because everybody from my office, including Mr. Shobanjo, Mr. Wishika, all of them were visiting me in the office. So even the staff there, they were wondering, is this person here? Is it from Dodam Barracks?
From where?
Dodam Barracks is near like Aso Rock then. Aso
Oh,
Rock.
okay.
Dodam Barracks is where the presidency is in Lagos. Where where the where the military head of state stay. So
It
they thought that
says
maybe I was one of the ogas from the government.
the Dan Barracks.
Ah, ah,
Oh, wow.
no. Because
Hmm.
the people coming in,
You are
in fact, I
sure.
couldn't even believe that Mr. Shewanjo can visit me in the hospital. They were
Yeah.
all very happy for me. And Mr. Awoshika named you Tanwatari, the one that we are looking for and we see.
That we found. Yes. That's right.
So it has really been good. And then when I look back, there is no way that I am so happy to work for God. And so I can't
Hmm.
see anybody around me or when I hear that somebody is going through challenges.
Hmm.
So without that person knowing himself, I'm ready to, you know, tighten my belt and
Hmm.
do the work of a
An
prophet or
intercessor.
an
Yeah.
evangelist so that we can
Hmm.
we can ask God, you know, to solve the problem for the person.
Yeah.
I really thank God for knowing Him, for saving my life.
Yeah.
I thank God for the salvation of my soul, so that
Yeah.
even me, I can tell people, oh yeah, will come and see what God has done.
Ọ̀rẹ́ sáré wá o, sáré wá o,
Come
sọ́dọ̀
and
olùgbàlà.
and see where God has gone. Oh. Hmm.
Come and see. Oh wow, mommy, this has been such a wonderful, wonderful interview.
Hmm.
Thank you so much. God bless you. It's been very insightful. You have inspired us. You have charged us up. Filled our spirits. And really and truly, it's a privilege to have you as a mother. And one of the things I tell you as well, like I remember there was just a period of time I was like, oh, my mom is actually pretty cool. Like, this woman is awesome. Oh. We went from, no, we didn't really fight like that, but we went from like, oh, mommy, mommy, to like, oh, my mom is my friend. Eh. Like, of course, you're still my mother. But you're my friend as well, so I'm glad for our friendship. I'm glad for how you mother me, and how you mother the um my siblings. But I can't speak for them. I can definitely speak for myself. Is that I appreciate you. So God bless you. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. I
Well,
believe I'm not sure if this is going to come out before your birthday or after your birthday, but you know what? We're celebrating you throughout the whole month of October. So that's right.
and
All right, my any
one thing I
lasting
need,
words?
yes, one thing I need to let you people know is that not all mothers will not tell their kids the truth. And I'm
Mm,
not one of those mothers. I don't hide under the finger. If there is anything that any child is doing that I feel that it's not right, I will say
mm,
and I will tell that child. Of course, we too will have our own mistakes. But
shortcomings, yeah.
if we made mistake and you let us know, and Nigerian parents or African parents, they don't know how to say to apologize. I will tell you that they don't know how to apologize. Maybe the way you are not telling them the proper way or the right way. Because
Mm,
if you are rude or disrespectful to your parents, how do you expect them to say sorry? But if you put it
mm,
in a right way, of course, we are all human beings. There is
yeah.
nobody that is perfect. If I do anything wrong to you, and you
Mm,
tell me, mommy, you hurt me, I'm a human being. In as much as I don't want people to do that kind of thing to me, I will tell you, and I don't know that it is that way. Okay, I'm sorry. But
yeah.
if you think that, oh,
Perspective.
you are right, and you now want to compare yourself, you want to put yourself the same, level with your parents.
Pedestal.
Which
Yeah.
parent? Even you that is talking, you won't accept it from your own kids. So
Mm,
I want to make that correction clear.
yes, ma'am.
The last thing I want to say. And thank you for God bless you.
Okay, thank you. All right. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Renew Your Mind podcast. Yes, feel free to like, share, subscribe, all the other things, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Take care. Let me say bye.
Bye bye. Bye. Love you.
Love you too. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Thank you so much for listening to the Renew Your Mind podcast. I hope that this has been enriching and inspiring for you. Just before you head out, I'd like to talk about Woot Woot 4.0. That is the Word of Our Testimony 4.0. So, this is a way that we gather testimonies anonymously from our audience and community members. So, if you would like to submit something, please click the link in the bio, and I would love to hear of what God has been doing in your life. Thank you. Have a great one.